as a kid or teenager, was given your mom's country record,
Oh my God, Buck Owen.
which Buck Owens and Dolly,
Yes.
who, in fact, Dolly's big segment on the Grammys that you may remember from a few years ago was Linda Perry was sort of the musical director for that. And your mom made a record with Buck Owens and his band a little, and Dolly, which is really good.
I mean, it's actually, and the cover of that album is awesome. Just, I don't know if you can find it. I don't even know if it's online. But this cover of this album is just like 70s dreaminess. Like, she's just so insanely gorgeous. And yeah, she made an album.
Oh no, I feel all these connections, including yesterday when I talked to Cameron, I was like, do you remember that, because I'm thinking about it, Almost Famous, you know?
Yeah.
Bernie Taupin produced your father's band,
Yes.
one record that is their best record.
Yes.
And I said, Cameron, like, am I imagining it, or did Bernie Taupin produce So You Think You're a Star, the Bafa record?
Oh my God. So You Think You're a Star.
Right, so with all that genetic material, were you a knockout singer right away and been hiding it from some people?
I still, you say that and I'm like, I'm meant to take the compliment. I still feel like I'm finding my voice, but I think I'll always feel that way. But something happened when I worked with Sia on this movie called Music, and she really was one of the great, like, confidence builders for me. Because she was like, you need to open your throat chakra, because it's like, you can do it. And for her to say that to me was like, it was like, okay, it's open.
It's all happening.
Yeah, it's all happening. And as far as my father, I think one of the biggest things, I think that's, if we're gonna break down the psychology of music for me, like, I always meet my dad at the piano. Like, I meet him, he was not in my life. And I wanted him in my life, but for complications of life and people and what have you, we had a very, very tough relationship. And so for me, music was like Hudson, you know, even though my grandfather, my mom's side, was a professional violinist, like, the Hudsons it's just all music. All of us are musicians. And so when I was little, like, I wanted to feel that connection with him, but I never got it. So that rejection, like, it did meet me with putting music out into the world a little bit. It was one of those things where I was like, you know, like, maybe I'm not good enough. And then you get older and you're like, fuck that. I can't live in that. You know, I need to get past that. and so I think that, like, that music for me and the Hudsons is, like, Sarah Hudson is my, cousin, and she's a great songwriter, does amazing pop songs, and my sister's an amazing singer. Oh my God. An amazing songwriter. My brother's so it's like, that's, I think, where I feel it the most. Oh, but back to Bernie Taupin. My dad, they had this, like, crazy close relationship with them, Elton, and I would hear it through the grapevine. And anytime I would see Elton, especially after Almost Famous, he would tell me these stories about how crazy my father was, and wild and naked all the time, apparently. I was like, well, at least I heard the stories I heard of my dad were from Elton. So that's.
And can we give Kurt Russell credit for, I think, some of your stage presence, star power? He was a hell of an Elvis. I don't know, he's one of your better Elvises.
We made him do it at my wedding when Chris and I got married. We're like, sorry, Pa, you're going on stage and doing Elvis. And he did it. And it was great. It was still in him, it was so great. But yeah, he was a great Elvis. If you haven't seen him.
John Carpenter, I think.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
It's really great.
And it was what really changed his career from, like, Disney kid to, Snake Plissken.
Yeah. My name is Karen,
Hi, Karen.
and I was wondering, you mentioned your sister has a great voice. I heard her sing.
Oh, yeah.
So she has an amazing voice. Would you ever consider recording music with your sister?
Oh my God, of course. We actually talked about it the other day. I was like, we should sing a song. We should, sing together. Yeah, of course.
And includes your
Got an
cousin?
Amazing voice. Huh?
Includes your cousin, Sarah?
With Sarah, just a big Hudson, the Hudson girls.
The Hudson girls, I love it.
The Hudson sister and cousin.
Summer variety hour.
But yeah, I mean, it'll be fun.
Now, does Lelania sing?
Wow, you are a Hudson. Oh, wow. Damn. You probably know my dad better than I do.
Your uncle.
And stick around because we're going to